diagnose it, and get to the football. That's why he was able to bat it away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Over the middle here to Brown. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle here to Coates. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space, so they're operating in the red zone. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Man open left side is Brown. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
He finds Coates complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. 1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, They're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Yeah, it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
That's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Boswell's kick is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, 9 yards to go. Again, it's Bell. Down right around the 25. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Boswell's kick is good. And it's now 13-8. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right. Here we go now.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? So they're going to go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into them and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.